Good morning. Welcome back to Lower Trestles in San Clemente, California for the Hurley Pro and the Swatch Women's Pro. This is a WSL update. Thanks for joining us. For our friends watching on CBS Sports Network, Joe Chappelle alongside 89 world champ Martin Potter, former big wave champ Pete Mel. And they haven't moved since the last call that we had.
Oh, Come on, Joey.
You shifted a little bit.
I've been keeping a close eye on the ocean, let me tell you right now.
What have you noticed, Peter? You've got a close eye on the lineup.
It's inconsistent. There is some nice waves when they come. It's a little broken up, but it's just inconsistent. So we'll see.
We've had a lot of different stories at Lower Trestles over the years. When you think about the big names that have won this event, kind of the whole championship tour theme started in 2000 when Andy Irons beat Jake Patterson. But before that, Potts, it's a lot of familiar names for you. Joey Baran won back in the day.
Yep.
Tom Curran, Shane Beshin won multiple times on this contest at the QS level as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the QS level there. For me, Lower Trestles didn't really come into play for me. I was always an uppers guy, and lowers was more for the longboarders, but it's changed. I mean, obviously something's happened over the years where this break has turned into something special. It's one of the most high-performance waves on the planet, but, you know, and it's one of those coveted trophies amongst the who's who of pro surfing.
We look forward to this stop because we get to see the best of power, the best of progression, all waiting to crown a champion for the Hurley Pro and the Swatch Women's Pro. We've been just building up this draw for the last 5 days or so, Pete, just seeing what it's going to be this season.
Can we keep talking about it?
Will progression win, or will it come to the power game as we check out?
It's a combination of both. I'm going to say it's a combination of both. It really is. I mean, you're going to be able to do a big air and then back it up with a huge, powerful hack. That's what's going to win this event.
Well, you say a combination. In saying that, you look at Medina and Toledo as probably the only two guys really that have got that innovation. You look at the rest of them, Joel De Souza, Wiggly Dantes, Ace, Mick Fanning, Matt Young. That's all the power base.
Yep.
So you've got two guys there that are leading the charge in that innovation, i.e. this guy right here, Felipe Toledo, and Gabriel Medina. The rest of the guys are really that solid power base. Wiggly Dantes, obviously we haven't really seen him go to the air too much. He's been using that backhand attack. De Souza, every now and again Joe throws in a little bit of innovation, but to me, out of the 8 guys that are left, there's only 2 guys really that are leading that charge in the innovation side of things.
Power never goes out of style. Wiggly Dantes throwing more spray to the sky than maybe anything on tour. And we're looking at the comeback role for Medina. He's won this event as a QS, and he did it kind of in a similar way. Felipe won the QS out here as well. He never looked like he was going to lose.
Yeah, you know what, QS, it's different. It's a different beast. There's a different pressure. You're surfing against guys that have got a whole different attitude. For me, the QS thing, it's, you know, you can't really rest on that and say because they've won the QS here, they're going to win the CT here. Pete, I don't know if you disagree with me, but I think it's a completely different stage, you know, a different format.
Well, I think the one element that you said is a different type of pressure. When you're going for world titles and it's consistently man-on-man, it is a different type of pressure. It's a different type of surfing, too. It almost, you know, like where you feel like innovation and that stuff kind of has a little bit more leverage than say the power base. I think here on this tour, we've always kind of rested our laurels on that having that power base, and it's something that's really important in order to get big scores. I mean, an example being our only 10 in this event was from power base surfing, absolutely no airs on it by Freddie P.
Freddie P.
Incredible to look back on. We'll see if progression or power game will decide a champion. And will we get underway today? Let's say good morning once again to Rosie Hodge with Karen Farrell.
Good morning. That's right, Kieran. You've kept a keen eye on the ocean as well as a lot of the competitors. The head judge, Richie Porter. What's the consensus? Will we see competition resume today?
Yeah, we have been watching really closely for the past hour and a half. The good news is that we've seen that swell slowly start to build in. We've seen some decent sets. They've been really few and far between, and so given that and the fact that it's supposed to slowly build all day, we're going to actually be off for the day, and we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're almost 100% certain we'll be running tomorrow. We'll come down and definitely make sure of that first thing, but we're pretty excited for what that holds for tomorrow, really, with those consistency improving and the sets being in the sort of head-high range. Looking like a really exciting day of surf tomorrow, and a great way to finish this event.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to get it wrapped up. That gives the competitors another chance to warm up out here at Lower Trestles. We're going to send it back to the desk. Joey, take it away.
Thank you, Rosie, and our Commissioner Karen Farrell for making that great call. It looks fun. I know Rosie's already running out to the lineup, but a little bit inconsistent.
I'm disappointed.
I know you are. I think there's a lot of people
I
out
was
there
looking forward to seeing some action.
Look, that's why we have a waiting period, right, Peter?
Yeah, no, and I think, I mean, let's take a look at the forecast here. I mean, that'll kind of give us a little bit bigger of a picture, but You know, we talked about that inconsistency, and you know, these swells are coming from so far away. This last pulse here is just filling in, and slowly but surely. I mean, last night we had a tsunami watch. I mean, advisory here on our coast. I know that there was some flooding in Chile, and you know, God be with all the folks down there in Chile, and you know, hope that they're all good there. But ultimately, you know, this forecast has us building, and I think, as you know, with Southern Hemi, you get towards matured swell. You know, the beginning stages are always inconsistent, and then when you get into that second day of the swell, or the second half, or even the downside, you're still going to get a lot more consistency. You may not see the biggest sets, but you're going to see more of them. And I think that's something that's being read into it. We go into tomorrow, we're going to have a full day of competition where we're going to get to see the women's and the men's compete together, rather than breaking it up and trying to hold some in the afternoon and then some tomorrow. Like, I see the relevance of why we want to do this. Just get a one big packed in day. It's supposed to be another beautiful day tomorrow, and ultimately I think it's a good call. We can see Kieran has to look at that big picture. If it is inconsistent, they're not seeing opportunities, then we don't get to see our favorite surfers really do battle and get those chances tomorrow. I mean, we're all pumped up. We all want to go. Right. I know. I get that.
Yeah. I'm seeing more consistency tomorrow. Obviously, same sort of size, but more of it. So, you know, we want to see both guys get 2 good waves each, you know, and not one guy come out with that lucky wave. So, good call.
Now let's check out the GoPro breakdown with Josh Kerr.
We're at Lower Trestles here for the competition of the Hurley Lowest Pro. It's probably the most perfect place for a competition that's maneuver based. This place has just got this perfect peak of these cobblestone rocks that go out here and formed like these really long sweeping rights. Gives you section after section down the line, or gives you a perfect tapered wall to do any kind of maneuvers. It's just so much fun, and I normally try and sit just out from the groms and try and pull rank on the grommets on the inside.
Thank you very much, GoPro, the official camera of the World Surf League, and Josh Kerr for taking us through this lineup at Lowers. Like Josh Kerr mentioned, it's very crowded on a free surf. He lives pretty close by, but he really looks forward to putting on a jersey on to be with one other person out in this incredible wave. When we think about the matchups coming up on the women's side, Bianca Bakendog, Lakey Peterson, number 4 and 5 in the world, going head-to-head, hoping for more consistency. A great example, again, of power versus progression in that matchup.
Yeah, you know what, I've actually changed my picks, as Pete knows, this morning. Just watching the morning session, I think Dimity's, she's the dark horse. I think she's going to come through. She's going to, well, it's a tough heat, absolutely, but, you know, she's surfing incredibly well. I think if anyone's going to beat Carissa, she can do it, and then go on to win it.
If she were to win that heat, it'd be pretty tough to beat her in the final. I think, without so much momentum. Yep. It'd be crazy.
You love those stories from surfers coming from behind. She's on the back page of the rankings. Dimity has her hands full of Carissa Moore. She has been in a semifinal at Fiji, but it's a rare experience. One thing that might be on the competition side is they know they're competing tomorrow. They're not guessing either. Yeah. Their rhythm could be flying out of the gates.
Yeah, 100%. It's on, so they can prepare for that. Dimity's just got to finish off her waves. She surfed incredibly well this morning.
She looked amazing this morning. I mean, she looked like she actually, of all the girls that we saw in the water, she
looked the best.
Yeah, she looked the best.
Yep.
So an exciting time here at Lowers. Tomorrow looks like it's almost 100% on. Our commissioner, Karen Perot, is letting us know those big matchups are on WorldSurfLeague.com. Let us know who you think is going to take out the Hurley Pro and the Swatch Women's Pro. We'll find out tomorrow. Let's cross our fingers for more consistency. Potts and Pete are going to go surfing.
That's right. He's on, Potts.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the water, and tomorrow at 7:30 for Dawn Patrol. Take care.